Over this very month of March 2024, with a couple of stories are coming right there. But of course, out of the biggest happens to be the refute put by, that is Ratcliffe Jim, who says Kylian Mbappe is not in his plans for Manchester United, and nobody should be dreaming of seeing him into the Manchester United books this season or this summer coming. And that's one big thing. And then of course, you did also see things happening with Eriksen coming out at loud, saying that he is not happy with Erik ten Hag not getting play time for him, and he feels he needs to play for Manchester United. In one of the interviews that he had to put for the team right there, as Dani Carvajal of team Real Madrid is also saying that they are not really, there's no talks yet of making sure that this player remains at the books of Real Madrid, while Tomiyasu Tech Hero has also signed a new deal with team Arsenal, and Arsenal did announce that today, and all this will be right here in the roundups over the whistle time right there. Owen Izaga, and today joining me of course is Benson Pastore. It's been a long, probably he's there, but he has been capturing or getting us all throughout the inter-school ball games or the post-primary ball games that is ongoing. Remember, I did tell you that the regional finals shall be right here on Western Television live on your screen, and that will be for the post-primary ball games. Benson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Owen. Good afternoon, the viewers who have missed me. Truly, the atmosphere in the whole region of West Nile is all about the ongoing inter-school ball games from the different municipalities, the cities, and we all have in one city in the region of West Nile, that's Arua City, municipalities. You talk about the districts, the games, most of the games have started. March is kick-starting tomorrow. Terego has started. The finals will be on Saturday. The same day, the final of Arua City will also be taking place. And then also for Vura District, I love calling them Vura District, that's Arua District. The final is also taking place on Saturday. So many things. The atmosphere, like I said earlier on, is all about how these games are going on in the entire region of West Nile. We'll be basically talking about how the games are proceeding, whether the chaos are there, hooliganism cases, which schools are performing very well, which players are performing very well. But 60% of what we are going to give you in the school ball games will be what is happening in Arua City.
All right, right now, as I talk, yes, there's that attention, but of course there's also attention nationally, where of course the African games are going on, where of course Uganda is a participant, and yesterday the Hippos had to of course go past that is Congo Brazzaville in a very good way to say, but we shall be coming back to talk on that and probably push for that. Now of course Ombachi, Arua Public off the hook of course for one or two reasons, for having a bragging right, and of course Arua Town SS probably right there, formerly Arua Town College. I'm moving it through, and this shows what exactly is taking shape, because Town College or Town SS last season or last year, there was a very good side that you did see them also have at least an accolade to their draws, and this time around they're also looking forward to see that this is what they need to put in there. But of course a number of people turned up for these games, and a lot of things have been happening right there. Let's have a review and of course an overview of these games that are going in there. Performance wise, let's talk about the discipline, and of course how the teams this time around have prepared, whether they are ready, and of course the chaotic bit of it, how of course these have been coming up.
Yeah, let's start with how the games actually started from the group stages in the boys category. Remember, this time we have in two categories. We have ladies football and boys football. In fact, two venues have been approved for the boys football. We had Elifra, we had the St. Peter's Aliba playing ground, we had the playing ground of St. Joseph's College Ombati, and lastly that one of Pokia. And if we take a look at all these schools that have been participating in these ball games, others have just been a mere participant, but others are real competitors. That's why they are still performing very well. And I can confirm to you the only school which is still continues to make that 100% record is only Mvora Senior Secondary School, because in the group stages there were 6 in number. Out of the 6 schools games we have played, 5 for each school, they managed to win all of them and not conceding any goal. And yesterday was the quarterfinals where they went on to beat the Republic by a goal to nil. Still they remain virgin as far as conceding goals are concerned. Before that, starting with the groups from Elifra, 2 schools managed to proceed to the quarterfinals. We had Manbe Public Senior Secondary School, not forgetting about RSS. They were actually the log leaders, and Manbe Public finished as the runners-up. Meanwhile, for the schools from that side of Aliba, it was St. Joseph's College Ombati that finished on top, followed by Arua Public Senior Secondary School. Meanwhile, from Ombati, there were so many schools, but it was the school Niva High, formerly known as Nile High, that managed to maintain the log, and the runners-up in that particular group was a school called Tarantino. Meanwhile, lastly in Ipokea, it was Mvara that finished with 15 points, followed by the champions of 2022. You mentioned that's Arua Town College Senior Secondary School. Now, coming to before we actually talk about how the games transpired yesterday in the quarterfinals, remember girls football is also ongoing, and so many schools actually registered for the girls football, and I can confirm to you schools that are making headlines as far as girls football is concerned is the schools like Muni Girls. You talk about the Diofe Girls in Mvara Senior Secondary School, Apesco, Arua Public Ladies, not forgetting about RSS. One thing we need to also talk about is the chaotic bit of it, hooliganism. Normal schools that tend to call themselves giants. You know, there are some schools that share so many things in common as far as the sporting activities are concerned. You talk about schools like Mbareses, Arua Public Senior Secondary School, St. Joseph's College, Ombase. Once they meet like this, you'll always expect the hooliganism part of it, chaotic part of it. It started on Sunday when Ombase actually played, St. Joseph's College, Ombase played against Arua Public Senior Secondary School. They were all in the same group, that side of Aliba venue. I can confirm to you, the students, the fans of St. Joseph's College Ombati, they reached at Aliba 2 a.m. at night. When actually the community members were waking up, they found they were ready for their breakfast. And in the game bit of it, we saw chaotic chaos, we saw hooliganism cases, but the good part of it in that particular encounter was the game managed to end very well. Otherwise, chaos were there, hooliganism cases were there, and this one also proceeded yesterday in the game between Mvara Senior Secondary School and the Arua Public Senior Secondary School, not in a group stage class, but this time in knockout stage called the quarterfinals, where we also witnessed a lot of hooliganism cases from the section of the both students of Mbareses and Arua Public, and we saw the games being stopped for several times before the full time had to come to an end. And these students, they caused a lot of chaos, they had a lot of hooligans cases. So many things continue to transpire in this game. And according to the report, the earlier conversation we had with the chairperson for Arua City in the school ball games, I'm actually talking about Angwa Bernard. He said they are going to sit down with the head teachers to see what to do, whether to continue with these games or else to make it to become like a standstill, because the cases of the chaos is now becoming too much. And performance-wise, like I said earlier on, from the boys category, the school which is making headlines all over is the school called Mvara Senior Secondary School, because in the group stages, they played very well without conceding any goal, making 100% record, and yesterday also beating one of the biggest schools, Arua Public Senior Secondary School. And also, in terms of individual performances, still, there is one player, defender from the school of Mvara Senior Secondary School, is called Afaya Santori. He's a defender, the last man, and they have so far scored 3 goals to his name, is one of the top scorers. But we are following these games up to the end, unless you have something to also raise for the viewers, and we continue.
Yeah, of course, a very big thing, just a wrap up of that, and looking at this, probably you have talked about the discipline of the game, how exactly teams are trying so much, or schools are trying so much to see that they progress right there. But of course, again, chaos are bringing a lot of question marks in this. We were expecting to have, of course, the draws for the remaining fixtures, and I also did hear about petitions. How are they? Have you heard anything about petitions? Because Ombachi looks to be not satisfied with what happened in their game. They feel they should petition. How far with that?
About the petition, but maybe petition a school called Arua Town College, I've not heard much about it. Ever since the kickstart of the tournament for this year, the cases of petitions have not been so much. Unlike one between Excel International and the team called Tarantino, which of course Excel failed in it. In terms of the petitioning, I think things are going on so well. That means schools actually they have been following the right procedures to see which player is to play for which school, which player of course is not supposed to play for which school. In terms of the petitions, it has not been so much compared to the previous years.
Okay, now of course one of the biggest thing happens to be the officiation bit of it. How has the officiation been? Because one question I remember when we were with you in that is the meeting, there were questions and issues about the officiation level that was a little bit low, poor, and later on, of course, the organizers had said they will look into that semi-finals, I mean the quarter-finals. How has this schools, is there any complaint about the officiation this time around, or there is a bit of improvement?
Yes, in the group stages, we had concerns from some of the schools complaining of how the officiations are done, more especially in ladies football. But we can confirm to you, the viewers, in terms of, in fact, from the part of the boys football, it has been going so well. The officiations are going so well because the peak experience referees that can be able to manage the game from the start up to the end. Unlike in ladies football, we witnessed when they were actually conducting the draws of the quarterfinals, where there is a little bit of challenges when it comes to offsetting the games of the ladies. Otherwise, from the side of the boys, I think it's going so well. Not even thinking it's going on so well. That's why we have not witnessed or seen much complaints coming from the schools. But for ladies, you know, much of the population, the lion's share of the population has gone to the followership of boys football. Maybe it's because ladies football is still amateur. Ladies football, yeah, the complaint is there in terms of obsession, but for boys it's going on so well. But this one has reached to a crucial stage whereby you need experienced referees to now manage these games, both in boys football and also in ladies football. Otherwise, things are going on so well. And also one thing I've been observing is some schools are complaining that only 1 or 2 referees they have been assigned to offset their games. There has to be some bit of rotation when it comes to maybe managing these games. Other schools are complaining 1 or 2 referees have been assigned to manage their games. Otherwise, they are going on so well.
Okay, that's one big thing we shall be expecting probably after the communications that will be coming from the organizers. What exactly next should the teams do? And I believe Benson will be following that up for you, who is always right here on West Nile Television, following every other steps and every other programs right there.
Only before we get away from the story of the inter-school ball games, and people also be in position to know which schools have proceeded to the semi-finals, I think we need to highlight them with how things transpired yesterday. In the game at Pokia, it was like we have just been saying, this one, Mvara managed to edge out the Republic by a goal to nil. That means they already through. That side of Mbati, there was a game between Arueses, the defending champions, up against Tarantino. Arueses managed to beat Tarantino by a goal to nil. Meanwhile, at Diako, that encounter between St. Joseph's College Mbati and the team of Arua Town College SS, the full time of this game ended in a barren, and we saw the team of Arua Town SS maneuvering through to the semi-finals after winning it in the penalty shootout. And the last game was actually at Aliba between Manbe Public Senior Secondary School and the school called Niva High, formerly known as Nile High, and Niva High was able to beat Manbe Public by a goal to nil. That means, in summary, in Niva High, Arua Town SS, Mvara SS, not forgetting about the SS. These are the schools from the boys that have proceeded to the semi-finals, and the draws are going to be conducted today from 3, and we don't know the time it is going to end. Meanwhile, from the side of ladies football, schools like the usual suspects, Mvara is also through. You talk about Diofe Girls, the defending champions Muni, they also through. Not forgetting about Arua Public. These are the schools that are going to wait to see their fate as far as the draws of the semi-finals are concerned.
Okay, we shall be waiting to see what exactly comes out right there, and the draws will be taking place today. Now, of course, elsewhere in the Africa continent, where, of course, Uganda and his Hippos, or Uganda and her Hippos, are doing very well. Now, of course, you did see the Uganda Hippos or the Ugandan 20 progressing through to the finals after eliminating the team of Congo Brazzaville by 4-2. They came goals from behind to make sure that they succeeded, to make sure that they cross themselves into the finals. For the first time, Uganda is raising the flag high and higher. And remember, we did discuss about this some time back, and how probably Uganda could be progressing because they Moli had prepared the team for quite a long time, and indeed the team is now ready to see that day in the final. Do you see them getting the award or the medal and or bringing out the trophy back home?
Well, first of all, I want to start by appreciating Molly Biakeso with the players, because how they have been performing, it has been something so tremendous for the team. You look at the teams, the countries they have been pitted against in the group stages. Senegal, that has always been making a name. You talk about in Nigeria, a team that has been always winning against Uganda. Not forgetting about South Sudan, their neighbors, that understands Ugandan football more than any other country, I should say. But finishing unbeaten with the 9 points, something so tremendous for the team of Uganda Hippos, and also proceeding to the semi-finals, managing to throw out a side that is always very well Congo. I think this is something plus for Uganda at large, not only for the team, the coach, but for the population in Uganda at large. Now, two teams proceeding to the finals. What next for the two teams? Is it to touch the gong, or is to maybe lose it in the finals? In most cases, we have ever seen Uganda losing it in the finals, not touching the gong. Now the ladies also performing very well. How they actually struggle in the group stage, beginning the group stage with a draw, winning the other game till they have to proceed to the semi-finals, now to the finals. I think this is a moment for us to smile. Now the question is, can the both sides be able to win the gong, is what actually everyone is waiting to see. I think the way I am seeing this time, Uganda has come into the competition as a real competitor, not as a participant, maybe now to win it. And we're waiting to see how things are going to transpire in the final. The way I am saying, let me cut it short, this is going to be the time, if not for the ladies, maybe for the Hippos, this time to wear the medal. I don't see Uganda losing it in the both sides. If the ladies fail, maybe on the side of the men, that's where we will be seeing success part of it.
Exactly, that's one of the biggest things for Uganda. I believe they will be doing that and probably see a goal to their name, and that's one thing we shall be expecting to see in the finals. Now, of course, yesterday still we did see in the athletics where, of course, the lady by the names of Nakai still banged, of course, a silver medal in the 800 meters right there. She has always been, and of course, yesterday I did say in my speech, this could come out because she is one name that we can't forget to always win, and she has won it.
Of late, when you talk about athletics in the country, she has been at her peak. She has been performing very well. And you look at the All-Africa Games that is currently going in Ghana, I think there is a little bit of balance in these games. We have sent so many representatives in different sporting activities. I think the good part of it is if we are failing in the other department, at least in the other side, we are on the other side rather, we are also balancing it. On the side of football, we are performing very well. You talk about the Victoria Pearls, they failed. This time in athletics, they're also trying. I think at the end, table tennis at the end, we will be in position to come back with so many trophies. In athletics, I don't see us failing up to the end. I am seeing us coming back with some medals.
Let's wait and see what exactly will be coming out from there, and that is one of the biggest thing probably one could be talking about. But a couple of names that are also getting to see that this moves on well for a different thing. Uganda takes on Ghana, I think, this time round in the finals, and there will be the Hippos will be seeing how to push it right through in there. There are discipline issues that were taking place, and on Saturday in Koboko, there's going to be the hearing between that is Araka and Udramachako, that saga that happened where, of course, the games ended prematurely. Then there was a beating of a referee in Zeu, and that is also going to be another hearing that is going to be there. That means a lot of decisions will be taking place right there. But yesterday, the referee's representative was summoned into the books of course, of the region to come and explain why the games were cancelled and what exactly had happened. Those are some of the things. So we expecting a lot in there, but the saga of Odramachako and Araka seems to be so something big that affected the game. And what are you expecting maybe from this?
You look at this moment in the ongoing West Nile Regional League, we have reached at a crucial moment. It's not now at the initial stages whereby teams can play for fun. They can have that mentality at the start of the season. They will come and balance things as the second phase kickstarts. Now, we are almost in the middle of the second phase of the season whereby teams are looking for a way. Specifically, teams like Coach Aban, Araka, Tipsa, Total, or the Matako themselves. This is a crucial moment for all the teams I've mentioned to see that they finish on top. I think the game between Araka and Odamatako Central, it was a game full of tension. Why am I saying this one? You look at where Odamatako is sitting right now and you look at Araka. These teams are actually going neck to neck in terms of the table standing. I think Odamatako, they wanted to win the game as well as Araka wanted to win the game. Maybe there were some one or two things that made them to become riot. Otherwise, the tension bit of the game in the league is going higher and higher. When tension is there, it beautifies the league. It doesn't mean that you should now become chaotic as you start rioting here and there. So we are waiting to see, as you had just said, what will come after that.
The decisions are going to be there on Saturday. We see, in case it surpasses, there will be an appeal to any of the clubs in case those were taken against, and then they will have to appeal. That means if they appeal, they will have to go for an external hearing apart from the competitions committee over a region. So it's going to be one of the biggest things to talk about right there. But all in all, I want us to cross our way internationally because we just have a few minutes to. Internationally, we did see, of course, the team of Manchester United saying that they are not willingly to sign Kylian Mbappe. Could he be a good addition to the United team?
I see him as a good addition for the team of Manchester United in case the deal was going to go through. Now it's Manchester United clearly saying that they don't want to lure his services. And Kylian Mbappe, I can confirm to the viewers, 70% his heart is to play for the Los Blancos, that's Real Madrid. Matthias, there is still a space for the other teams. You talk about Manchester United, now they have brought a new co-ownership in the names of Ratcliffe, which of course is going to come up with so many goals, so many objectives for the team of Manchester United. Now, one key thing which is also shocking to the fans of Manchester United is him saying that he's not going to lure the services of Kylian Mbappe. I think it was going to be something which would make the fans of Manchester United to smile. If he has said the opposite bit of it, maybe saying that Kylian Mbappe is going to be his priority target come over the summer, now going away from Kylian Mbappe is shocking Manchester United fans, and things are now running in the mind of Manchester United fans that which players is he going to spot, which players is he going to bring for the team of Manchester United. But what I know is 90%, not 90 rather, 70%, the heart is for Real Madrid. Real Madrid, they're also very aware, very sure that they are going to lure his services. Like I said, that one can't stop other teams from still going for Kylian Mbappe.
Yes, Kylian Mbappe, there's Vincent Jr. You would see how the attack would look like. Maybe there's Rodrigo. You have Brahim, who is doing very well at the Los Blancos. Okay, let's wait and see how exactly that would be. But Arsenal have given an extension contract to Tomiyasu Tekiro. Is that a good one for him?
A good word for the player himself, because of late Arteta knows how to balance the team. There is no any other player of late at the team of Arsenal which is lacking playing time. Tomiyasu has been getting the playing time. Even Kiwor, this player from Poland, has also been given playing time. I think he has a reason as to why he has gone on to extend his contract with the Gunners. If it was not because of the playing time which has been given to him, we would have not seen him extending his contract with the Gunners. That means there is something he believes he's going to achieve with the Gunners. On top of that, the plus is him also being given that playing time.
Now, there's one big talking point about, of course, Eriksen right now trending so much. He says he's not getting the play time and he feels really not okay at United. He feels he needs to play for the team, and at that age he feels he needs to play. That's why he came.
At that age he needs to go to maybe Saudi Professional League, or else maybe join the likes of Inter Miami, teams from MLS, because at Manchester United United. Right now, the competition is very stiff. He's also a player who's always in the treatment room, and the new season is beginning, and we have seen the strategies of the new co-owner, Ratcliffe. I don't think he's going to play so many games again for the team of Manchester United. The only thing he has to look at is to pave a way and maybe go somewhere else, because at that age and always in the treatment room, I don't think it's going to be something easy for Eriksen to break into the starting lineup of Manchester United.
Of course, according to him, he said, Erik ten Hag said there's a lot of competition at Manchester United, which probably could not allow him as a starter. Now it's all about competition. You need to put to your best to see that you get yourself through to the squad in there, and that thing is affecting him. So one of the biggest things to talk about. But all in all,